This video that I'm going to discuss is truly disturbing. Hi everyone, it's your girl. I'm back. Hopefully you had a wonderful week. And hopefully your weekend is going to be fun. But hopefully you don't make a fool out of yourself and allow yourself to be walked like a dog on a leash. Like this black man did at his wedding reception. Yes, I'm talking about it because I'm disturbed. So I saw this video yesterday morning. And it was shout out to Tariq Nasheed because he spoke about it. And in the video, it's a black man who is marrying a white woman. And this is after the wedding. The wedding reception takes place. And she enters the wedding reception and she's carrying a leash. And she's actually pulling a black man, not a dog, on the leash. And instead of him just crawling on the floor, which is bad enough as it is, this dude starts twerking on the floor, doing the butterfly Tootsie Roll on the ground, popping his booty to the Atomic Dog. Now, I love that song. Okay? And this song has been synonymous for the past couple of decades with Omega Psi Phi. Shout out to the fraternity Omega Psi Phi. That's my great uncle's fraternity. It's one thing to play that iconic song at a cookout or at a fraternity function. But to do it like this is just deplorable. I hate this dude. I'm sorry. I have to be honest. I hate him. I hate his wife. I hate him. And I hate everybody at the wedding reception for allowing this to happen. But I still have to report this. And I'm going to read to you what the Daily Dot has written about this fiasco. So it reads, bro just set us back 100 years. Viral TikTok showing white bride leading black groom on leash sparks debate about kink and race. The groom says it's not a kink. It's a family tradition. A TikTok that shows a black man led on a leash by a white woman and dancing on all fours at a wedding is facing backlash on TikTok and prompted a discussion about the intersection of consensual kink and race play. The bride and groom say the dance isn't a kink, but a wholesome family tradition. Side-eyeing that. The video, which was posted on April the 2nd by Teneg G, starts with the bride and groom walking in a wedding reception. The groom has a collar and a leash around his neck and gets down on his knees and crawls in the middle of the room. Weddings, guests clap, dance, and videotape the event. After bride lets go of the leash, the groom stays on all fours and mimes lifting his leg like a dog and peeing on her. By Thursday, the TikTok had been viewed by almost 345 times. In a phone interview with the Daily Dot, Trey Alexander, spelled T-R-A, with an apostrophe, he explained that he was doing a dance that is part of a family tradition for him. He said his father loved George Clinton's Atomic Dog. The song was playing while the groom danced. Alexander explained that his father originated acting like a dog while the song played, so now he and his sisters do the dance too. The song itself means something to me and my family. Alexander told the Daily Dot, my dad made his own dance for it a long time ago. And ever since, it's been passed down to my oldest sister and me. Alexander said that the dance at his wedding was a joking nod to the fact that his wife had finally got him to marry her after 6 years together. It was showing that she finally got me, Alexander explained. There was nothing like, oh, well, that's my slave owner. Without the additional context, commenters on at Tineji's video found the dynamic between the bride and the groom are setting and offensive. Bro just set us back 100 years. At Amelia Barker 172 said about the imagery of a black man leashed by a white woman. This is giving me the movie Get Out vibes. At Paige Cassie 216 commented, referring to Jordan Peele's 2017 horror film about an interracial couple. Others said a child's presence in the video wasn't appropriate. This would have been the perfect time to say no children at the reception. At Jazzy Vibes commented. A repost of the video from Frido Caro. I can't. These hashtags and these Twitter handles are too much. Compared the video to a plantation wedding. I thought these plantation weddings were bad, but y'all never cease to amaze me. Wrote in the video's caption. Her TikTok has over 14K views. In the comments of her video, she clarified that she wasn't kink shaming Alexander. Alexander clarified to the Daily Dot that the leash was a joke and his dance is not a kink, it's a family tradition. Although I do believe certain kids should be shamed, she commented. If this is their kink, why is this being displayed like this? If not, what is the purpose or need for this? Other commenters on her video also focus on wedding guests. Commenters misconstrued the incident as a display of kinks, including bondage, the use of a leash, and race play, which is a type of sexual role-playing in which the races and or ethnicities of participants are emphasized. Sex educator Melina Williams-Haas, who is Black, frequently speaks on race play and other related kinks. In an interview with Ebony, she explained that engaging in race play is not something to be done frivolously, and that it centers on consent. With regard to how the TikTok has been interpreted and the comments, Alexander said that people were so simple-minded. But I mean, I can't blame them because look how the world is today, he told the Daily Dot. On Tuesday, at Tineji posted a follow-up video of the wedding for all the criticism. In it, Alexander still wearing the leash. Though the bride isn't holding it, is seen dancing and mimicking a dog with his older sister on all fours. The follow-up video seems to have received a bit more acceptance in the comments. People gotta do what they gotta do. People gonna do what they're into. At the Burner Raku 7 commented, they were just having fun. Whatever you do, at Leah Las Vegas commented, be the best at it. Alexander said he's grateful to have gone viral with a dance that is so important to him and his family, regardless of what people say about it. This is my family song, full of gratitude and heritage. So I don't really care about the comments. I don't know, they don't know me, Alexander said, but I really do appreciate them letting me go viral. You little coon-ass sucker, little bitch. Trey Alexander, you little buck-breaking little, ugh. Oh my God. Ugh. I miss 1992. I swear that was the last year of real Black men at the forefront. I have to admit it. Child, I'm going to read 3 different people. Might be 4. But first, I'm going to read Trey. Trey, understand the difference between family tradition and doing something that your family, particularly your father, has always done in the privacy of his home with your family. Him doing the atomic dog dance and just dancing to it is not the same as you being walked on with a dog collar wrapped around your neck at a wedding reception. First of all, when you're saying that this is family tradition, you're making it seem like your father was walked like a dog at his wedding with your mom. Your grandfather was walked that way, your uncles, your great-grandfather, etc. You're making it seem like that's a family tradition. But you're not saying that. You're saying that your father always danced to the song, as well as your sisters. The Atomic Dog song is cool, and he probably did that because your father might be a cute dog. Okay? Tell the truth. Don't try to basically cop out of your foolishness and put it on your father. You a sucker for that. You a real true sucker for that. You not a man. First of all, you look like a 14-year-old boy. That's the shortest in your class. That had to be in the front of the line in homeroom because you was at the age of 14, 5 feet 1. Okay, let's get into that. Second of all, you don't have common sense, let alone smarts. Why would you throw your family under the bus like that to now they're going to basically look at your father, your sisters. They're going to look at them as idiots. You think that you're going to be respected on a job or even doing business? No. Nobody's going to want to deal with you because you're going to be looking like a fool. And for the record, your wife looks 15 years older than you, might be 15 years older than you for that matter. And she got like a whole bunch of tattoos. She looked like she celebrates Halloween every day. She looked like she on meth. And I'm just going there because this is deplorable. Because they did that. And you got all these people clapping at you and laughing at you. But they're not laughing with you because you looking like Boo Boo the Fool. Also, the wedding reception looks hella cheap. And I believe that you marrying her because she may have things that you need for the moment. But if it took you 6 years to marry her and you young like that, you don't really want to be with her. And I'm not going to lie. A lot of people who've been talking about this, I agree with them. You do look like you hiding something. That's all I'm going to say. You look like you are broken. You look like a bed bug. And I was just talking about Mano in this. And a day later, look what happens. Aries season is really revealing everything. Aries season is truly on fleek. Because, my God, it's like everybody's dirt, everybody's insanity, everybody's kinks is coming to the full force, front and center, out in the open. Another thing, too, I want to talk about the wife and the family tradition. I believe the family tradition is from her and slavery. I believe they do role play. She may be poor, but she could have been from a family at one time that owned slaves. And what they did was they kept that tradition where they walked black men around. She's into slave play. Because if she could do this out in person, at a wedding reception in front of children, she could do this behind closed doors 10 times worse. But because I'm not surprised at her doing this, I'm not shocked. It is what it is. A lot of white women are into slave play. It's a known fact. It is what it is. But for the sidebar, can we stop naming our children names with apostrophes and like, can we just name our children names like before, like Trey, capital T-R-A apostrophe. No wonder this boy is doing stuff like this, because a lot of these men I notice that do weird stuff and get involved in weird situations with white people, they have these strange type of names. And I'm not being facetious, I'm really being honest. Now, the third person I'm going to read is this woman who speaks on race play and other related kinks named Melina Williams Haas. You're a sex educator. You gave an interview with Ebony, and you said it's something that it's not something to be done frivolously. It's since it's on consent. But you said that people were so simple-minded. You said you can't blame them because look how the world is today. So you're talking about us that are criticizing these people, this couple. Why do we have sex educators who talk about race play and not the seriousness of this? Why are we encouraging this behavior? And see, and this is the problem here. The problem is we have people in this world who are credentialized that don't think there's anything wrong with stuff like this. In the 90s, you could never talk about stuff like this in a publication, let alone on TV. You could say what you want to about the pseudo stuff, but on the 90s, a lot of these people that y'all calling pseudo were on shows like Donahue, Geraldo, Montel Williams, and yeah, some of them was even on Oprah. And these so-called people that y'all call pseudo was calling this BS out. And they were warning people in the late 80s to early 90s that if we as a community don't get ourselves together, this is going to lead us to where we are today. And that's exactly what happened. We didn't take a lot of what was talked about serious. We labeled it pseudo because white universities and colleges were not sponsoring the research. They didn't want to talk about it. They didn't want to sponsor the research. Well, guess what? It came true. And we all looking like Boo Boo the Fool. Yeah, Trey Alexander, he's on camera. He's one of the few that's being ridiculed because he was filmed. But think about the thousands that are doing the same things like him that will never be on camera. That's the scary part about this. And with that being said, it's your girl, Miss Anna Little Core. I'm signing off. Thank you for listening to this commentary. Subscribe to my channel, comment, share, hit the notification bell, and I'll be back with another one later. Take care.